I got a sore throat. Yeah, I'm starting to get a sore throat too. Hopefully, it's nothing much as we jump into this 1v1 matchup. This is Focus versus Tho taking place here on Concealed Hill. Here we have Focus spawning as the red orc over here on the bottom left-hand side of the map. Meanwhile, over here on the top right, Tho getting random, or choosing random and grabbing human. So this is going to be your typical human versus orc matchup. Focus just doesn't know it yet. What is going to be going down in this 1v1 matchup? What strategies are going to be taking place? Well, I am assuming it is going to be an Archmage coming in from the human side, as games tend to go long on Concealed Hill, and having an Archmage to supplement mana versus the Orc army is very, very important. Going up against over here on the bottom left-hand side of the map, we are going to see, well, Altar of Storms, Barracks. There is a Burrow. I do not see a Voodoo Lounge as of yet. Things are still getting underway, trying to figure out all of the strategies and the strategies and the positionings here, as it is going to be a Blade Master. Now, recently with the new patches, or the new patch that has been discussed, I really do like the new patch in terms of what the strategies are coming out to be, specifically, or more importantly, the fact that human players, or the fact that they even go as far to change the Great Hall to from 10 to 11 supply. This is showing that, well, it's going to be a Farseer switch up. This is showing that, well, Blizzard has been watching the game overall and the performance, and noticing that, you know, slight small changes can have a very, very large impact on the game. We can see that for some reason this scout tower was built halfway through. Not quite sure what can make of this right there, as it is going to go ahead and turn into militia as well. Archmage now coming out onto the battlefield, as where is this Archmage trying to go? Alright, gonna go after this, well, Goblin Laboratory creep camp here. Gonna try and engage, gonna drop a water elemental here in just a moment. There's that water elemental units trying to make their way back over. Forestral High Priest gonna end up taking a large amount of damage. Water elemental may want to back up. It doesn't want to actually get taken out. It wants to try and fight and do as much damage as it can without actually getting taken out, but the Forest Troll Trapper, well, never switched aggro. Grunt has now made its way through. Water elemental now going to get dropped in right there. Potion of invulnerability. Is the Archmage going to pick it up? Yes, he does. He does get it. Meanwhile, Tome of Strength is right there. We are looking at perhaps one death of a peasant, as Spirit Wolves are just running around across the inside so far. Peasants making the long run back already. Couple of peasants could get taken out. Footmen trying to get into harm's way. We are looking at one or two more shots. One more shot right there. There goes one peasant. Another peasant going to get taken out. I don't know if experience was given. Nope, no experience was given, as the footmen denied that peasant. Coming back across off over here. This was actually a pretty far run. In order to run down this far alongside the map, Archmage is sitting at level 2. Has a very powerful potion of invulnerability, but the Archmage doesn't want to use it yet. This is, well, it's too early in the game to use such a powerful item, as the Archmage picks up a Slippers of Agility. Footman may have a little bit of problems, going to try and back away, as the Spirit Wolves trying to dive on in and get damage too. So far, damage is adding up pretty much everywhere, all over the place. Footman now down to 116 hit points. As well, simple creeping still getting here. Archmage going to take the opportunity to finish off this Sea Turtle creep camp. Low hit point Footman perhaps going to try and, well, hide off over here at the Fountain of Health. However, well, what is going on here? The Spirit Wolf tried to make its way over and ends up aggroing the creeps, not realizing that the Footman was going to be right behind it. So the Farseer thinking that perhaps I'll wake up the creeps, and then that way I will be able to, well, oh no, the Grunt is actually making its way over, looking for where that Footman is. Footman is hiding right off over there. Is going to go ahead and wake up the creeps now. Footman, well, going to try and, nope, not even bother to run away, as the Grunt will be able to do that. I was going to say hats off to Tho for a great play right there. Well, purposely allowing the Spirit Wolf to pass him, and then waking up the creep. So then he could try to go back himself and get a little bit of healing done, but a grunt pretty much threw all of that, threw a wrench into all of the works there. Archmage now going after the Farseer. Farseer down to, well, 174 hit points, only is sitting at level 1, drops a water elemental as well. Don't know quite sure if I agree with that, as, well, the water elemental, it has a long way to walk, and it is timed life, so it is still really not getting anything going just quite yet. We are looking at a little bit of damage. Peasants, footmen, Archmage should perhaps attack the Farseer to try and get in some of that precious damage, or deny at least some of that healing on that healing salve, as we are looking at an Orc Burrow about to get taken down. Alright, water elemental down to 58 hit points, down to 37. Looks like it is going to get taken down. The repairs are not enough, and, well, nope, come on, that Archmage should be able to put in that pressure. Meanwhile, we can see that the Spirit Lodge is now getting quite a bit of pressure as well, as the Tauren Chieftain now joins in on the fight. Archmage is trying to run around in the back, has to be extremely careful, taking up far too much damage. Footmen do not have defend, and this may be a straight up overcommitment right there, as there is now coming in a stomp. Alright, a lot of footmen trying to, well, retreat back out. Are they going to be able to retreat out? No, another footman gets lost, and he pretty much overstayed his welcome. 27 supply compared to 31. Though, does take down the Spirit Lodge, does take down an Orc Burrow. His opponent is currently supply blocked, won't be able to train up any units for quite some time, but the cost was high. Archmage, Staff of Teleportation. Where is he teleporting to next? Does have a Scroll of Regeneration. Gonna go ahead and regroup up with the rest of his army. And, well, back down. No, not with the rest of his army, just with that lone footman again. And here we go. Once more, gonna try and repeat this strategy. The Orc Burrow. Well, we are looking at the Orc Burrow. That is currently being built. Gonna end up getting in a bit of distress. Are we gonna see another water elemental dropped in here? Footman is in a position. Tauren Chieftain may try to come across. There is no. That is very important. There is no Scroll of Town Portal, so we cannot see the all-in commitment once again. And that was actually a fairly decent play once more. However, giving extra experience to his opponent. Alright, the Archmage, Staff of Teleportation, healing up all of those units once more. Archmage really putting pressure in with these water elementals, going up against 2 level 1 heroes, as the water elemental are going to try for it once more. Alright, Orc Burrow, is it going to end up getting taken down? Spirit Lodge is right there. A lot of damage getting added in. Archmage does not have the Scroll of Town Portal. Remember, the Tauren Chieftain may be able to get even more experience again, as the units are going to try and back away. There goes an ensnare onto a Grunt. So, and a Grunt is going to get lost in this, well, in this nightmare harassment, as there goes the Grunt now. Alright, continuing to fight in once more. There goes one footman. Another footman going to get lost. There it goes, as well as the Archmage continuing to, well, perhaps get in a little bit of superficial damage onto these Grunts, heavily delaying his opponent's Spirit Lodge and, well, keeping his opponent supply blocked by destroying those Orc Burrows. However, you have to be doing stuff behind all of this to really make it worth it, as we don't see, we don't see that much text. The army supply, 32 supply compared to 30, really not that much to write about, as focus, well, isn't really that far behind. Ogre Lord gonna get perhaps to get taken out here. Mountain King gonna try and get in position, does not get the surround onto that unit, as the Spirit Wolves could get taken down. There goes one Spirit Wolf. Another Spirit Wolf could get taken down right there. Nope, gonna be able to back away just in time, as the priest now back up here. Ogre Lord gonna get healed back up to full. There is already inner fire on that Forest Troll High Priest, as the Ogre Lord will heal back up too. Archmage, Scroll of Regeneration, Slippers of Agility. Slippers of Agility should pretty much be sold. Mountain King does have a little bit of experience right now. Should be able to get to level 2 on this creep camp. Meanwhile, down to the south, Tauren Chieftain down across here, leading the charge, trying to clear things up. Farseer sitting at level 1, has to be very careful. Farseer does not really want to accidentally stick around too long as the Archmage comes across here and is perhaps going to try and put in a little bit of pressure on Orc Burrows once again. 34 supply over 40. We are looking at perhaps some repairs coming underway. No, just jumping inside that Orc Burrow already, as we are looking at a little bit of damage. Archmage is going to try to push in another water elemental into this spot here, as there is some massive major repairs. Tauren Chieftain down to 102 hit points, going to pick up a Claws of Attack +9, as the Archmage continues to put in this pressure. Well, Peon could easily purge right here. Is it going to see this? Well, there goes a purge right there, and we could see the death of a shaman. Yes, the shaman going to get taken out, and you can see a little bit of damage getting added in back there. That purge, well, the parting gift from that one particular One particular shaman getting in enough damage here, as we are now looking at an expansion attempt, or an expansion clear, with a possible expansion attempt coming in from Tho. Tauren Chieftain is sitting at level 2. We are looking at Endurance Aura, Stomp, Farseer sitting at level 2 as well. Level 2 going up against level 3. Level 2 expansion should get cleared up here in just a moment. Peon and Peasants will both be trying to build an expansion as the Mountain King picks up Pure of Vitality. Pure of Vitality, well, giving a lot of additional hit points to that Mountain King, making him that much more difficult to take out. Now, Mountain King damage is going to be well, very, very strong, or has been very strong as of late, but the maximum damage that it can do is 8 times the number that the Thunderclap is going to do, similar to how Blizzard damage is maxed out. So as the Mountain King's radius grows and grows, it's not possible to affect more than 8 units or well, 8 times the amount of listed damage. So capping out at, I don't know, 1600, is that 1600 damage? Around 1600 damage sounds like a lot, but if you try to hit 10 units instead of your typical 8, you go from 210 to 16 or 160, as we're looking at the Tauren Chieftain with level 3 Stomp. Alright, Spellbreakers are right there. Kodobi's going to try and eat. No Rifleman to poke that unit down. A Purge going after that one Footman there. Footman not going to be that lucky as the unit's still backing away. Mountain King still sitting at level 2. Does have Clap and Stormbolt. Farseer looking to back away as well, as we're going to be going into a slight engagement. Tauren Chieftain still has a decent amount of mana, as we are looking still at Headhunters and not Berserkers. Alright, are we actually going to get a little bit of a fight underway? Water Elemental could try and, well, finish off that Kodo Beast, since that Kodo Beast represents such a large amount of damage, as we are looking at a fight over here at the expansion. The expansion is already up and operational. It was sped built. It does cost more to speed build this Town Hall, but, well, the faster you have that expansion, the better you are off normally. Mountain King does get to level 3 here. Level 2 Thunderclap going to be in position to perhaps try and slow down much of these units. Sorceress is right there. There we go. There's a Stomp slowing down that Mountain King. Mountain King could be in big trouble. Or is the Mountain King going to have a departing Thunderclap? There's a Scroll of Speed trying to chomp in on some units. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability could be transferred over. It was transferred over, but the Stomp is right there. Alright, Archmage doesn't even bother trying to run away. Gonna go ahead and teleport there as the Mountain King now getting resurrected. Tauren Chieftain low on mana. Kodo Beast taking a little bit of damage here. Massive repairs underway for that Arcane Tower. That is the only home field advantage right now, and that home field advantage will not be lasting very long. Shaman gonna purge down one Water Elemental there. Kodo Beast, nothing in its belly. Gonna go after a Spellbreaker. Spellbreaker, however, correctly backs away just at the last moment. 54 supply compared to 50. Both sides fighting in here as the, well, Kodo Beasts are a little bit too slow to try and, well, snack on anything for lunch. Archmage getting in more damage here. Tauren Chieftain has a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. One Water Elemental down out onto the field, only to be purged pretty much instantaneously, as this is going extremely well for Focus. Alright, Spellbreaker is going to turn back around. More damage adding in. Again, Great Hall finally done for Focus, as he finally has his expansion up. Spellbreakers unable to hold this line versus the Kodos. And these Spellbreakers do have 3 armor. Not going to be that much, though, as the lack of Riflemen's really the issue here. Not having any Riflemen to be able to slowly kite these Kodo Beasts has been the problem, as the Farseer says, you know what, I've stuck around in this battle a little bit too long, let me back away. One low hit point Footman gonna get taken down. There it goes. One Footman lost, as the Farseer recoups some of the cost of that 350 gold town portal. Alright, well, Grunt actually getting taken down. Spirit Wolves getting lost there. Mountain King should be making its way back out onto the field in just a moment. Level 3 on that Tauren Chieftain, almost getting to level 4. We are currently sitting at Stronghold. No sign of Fortress, no Bloodlust for those Shamans. As 3 Kodo Beasts, 3 Shamans, more than enough to deal with the Water Elementals, which have been, well, plaguing Kodo Beasts as of recent late. Good morning, how are you? I'm not quite sure why I'm only at 4 viewers right now. Been casting for at least 15 minutes. But then again, it is Friday afternoon, or, well, Friday in the middle of the day, so maybe people have better things to do than, well, watch me cast WarCraft 3. If you do have better things to do, well, I congratulate you if you are enjoying your time watching this on YouTube and or Twitch. Well, thank you for sharing some time with me. Watched your videos on YouTube, but felt sad that ended race state games turned into unlosing. So you feel Undead needs buff? I don't know if Undead needs buff. I mean, take a look at DreamHack, right? DreamHack Europe, the number of undead in the semifinals and on is rather high. DreamHack Asia is running. Oh, well, that would be a reason why. If DreamHack Asia is running right now, I thank you guys for sticking around and watching me cast, as well. The live games with much to be played on the line is very important, and I still jumped to 13 viewers all of a sudden, so always nice. All right, Spellbreaker going to get taken down. Mountain King leaves behind a Tome of Strength. That's both sides clearing out opposite necks of the woods to try and get a little bit more experience. 4-3 going up against 3-4. Farseer falling behind the Tauren Chieftain in terms of experience, but no surprise there. All right, Orc Burrow. Wow, surprisingly, no fortified armor upgrade on these Orc Burrow. This caster army going to be able to destroy many of these Orc Burrows. They're going to be able to dive on in here, get in a large amount of damage. Oh, only a little bit of damage left needed, as we're going to see the Tauren Chieftain. Oh, a massive thunderclap for a lot of damage here. Tauren Chieftain with the stun, as the Mountain King is going to try to get in position. Is he going to try to get another stun here? Stormbolt onto the Tauren Chieftain. Tauren Chieftain gets in another stomp. Mountain King now currently low on mana, has a potion of invulnerability. What is going on here? Kodo Beast trying to chase after some of those units. Chain Lightning bouncing around, and you see all of those Spellbreakers full on hit points, but so many casters were lost in that fight. 58 supply compared to 68, and that is a double-edged sword. If you say, for example, the Farseer, the Tauren Chieftain, well, that stomp doesn't affect those Spellbreakers. That is a very big deal. But at the same time, it does affect and it does target all of those sorceresses and those priests. In this position, I would have actually liked to see Tho dive into the Orc base a little bit more, finish off these Orc burrows, and because you know that your opponent is just going to largely have a bunch of melee units, they're not going to be able to use their range attack nearly as well inside, their melee attacks that well inside their base, while the human army, mainly consisting of Spellbreakers, sorceresses, and priests, want to fight in narrow corridors. The sorceresses and the priests could have easily finished off many of the Orc burrows, and then the Orc army would have been out here trying to engage. The big question would have been, where exactly was focus going to land? Archmage, if he knew that he was going to be using a Scroll of Town Portal to get out of that tight spot, may have actually tried that, but that is something that I actually want to keep in mind of for quite some time. Remember, the Kodo Beast would have a very difficult time trying to even get to the Spellbreakers if the Spellbreakers were hiding along the inside of this base. Completely removing all of the Orc burrows would have been a great, brilliant play at that point, I think. We'll see if it does come into play later. Mountain King, trying to say surprise, and we'll be able to get in some thunderclaps once more. You saw that thunderclap earlier after that Scroll of Town Portal, how much damage was done. Shaman are at adept training. Mountain King going to try and line up something. There is no watchers there. Are we going to see a thunderclap coming back in across? There's that Tauren Chieftain. Tauren Chieftain wants to try to do a stomp, but there's nothing there, and there is a monstrous clap right there hitting 6 units. All right, Spellbreakers holding that front line door. Mountain King having a double potions of mana. There goes another one right there. Are we going to see a potion of mana be used by that Mountain King? Mountain King going to try and fight its way back through, trying to get healed back up. There is another thunderclap followed by a potion of invulnerability. 15 seconds of invulnerability right there as a potion of mana is used once more. All right, there is a thunderclap trying to slow things down a little bit. The sorceresses are a little bit too far to the back. Could have finished off many of the grunts. Scroll of Town Portal coming back in. Priest should really be trying to run away, as a raider does get taken down as the Archmage gets to level 5. Mortar teams are joining in on the fight here. We are at the critical stage on Concealed Hill. Main bases, 3 minutes of mining left, and it may come down to who is gutsy enough to try and build a town hall or, great hall, a hall over here at this gold mine. this gold mine. Incredibly important, as well, it gives you an economic advantage and takes away from your opponent's economic advantage. The downside is, oh wow, 3 spellbreakers in the bellies of the Kodos. So the current, it looks as though Tho has the supply advantage, but that is not the case, as he is currently down to 66 supply compared to 68, and the Tauren Chieftain will get to level 5 during this digestion phase of the game. Alright, the question is going to be, are you going to actually try and engage during this moment? Take this opportunity. Mountain King is in position. Tauren Chieftain is right off over here. Spellbreakers, they're going to try and line up. There's a little bit of slow getting cast across as well. Raiders trying to pull back again. And in come the Wind Riders. There's a Scroll of Speed. Mountain King, Stormbolt up onto the Farseer. Farseer could actually be in a lot of trouble. Farseer gets melted in a moment as the units are all trying to back up. Tauren Chieftain, however, going to be the main problem right now, as the Tauren Chieftain tries to throw down a stomp, and it stomps down 1 Sorceress. Mountain King still in that front line spot. Tauren Chieftain gonna get Stormbolted as well. Is he gonna be in trouble? Level 5 on the Tauren Chieftain. Tauren Chieftain using a potion of healing and quickly gets back. Mountain King still with a potion of greater healing. And are we gonna see a Thunderclap? Yes, we are. Units are getting slowed down. Raiders getting a key and snare on to a mortar team, as the Raider himself may actually get taken down as well. Mountain King in trouble, down to 174, 26 hit points, 4 hit points, and well, stun kills are being returned in favor as the Tauren Chieftain steps on that Mountain King, and the Tauren Chieftain now almost level 6 himself. Level 6 Tauren Chieftain going to turn back around, and all of a sudden, what was the death of a level 4 Farseer actually just funneled experience into the Tauren Chieftain, as that Tauren Chieftain uses another potion of mana and may be able to perhaps try and finish off a couple of more units. There goes 2 more Sorceresses as well. You pretty much have to ignore the Tauren Chieftain, as that Tauren Chieftain is going to end up just getting more and more experience. Kodo Beast at 17 hit points, trying to run it towards the Fountain of Health, walks back over, as the, well, units are still trying to engage here. There goes another Sorceress. This is turning into an absolute bloodbath. A hero versus hero. Level 6 Tauren Chieftain versus level 5 Archmage. Is the Archmage going to get to level 6? Yes, he does as well. Drops a Water Elemental, gets level 3 Brilliance Aura for good measure, knowing that the Tauren Chieftain would right now just be able to stomp him down. Water Elemental is going to get the kill. No, it does not. Kodo Beasts are still digesting, as the Archmage and the Tauren Chieftain trying to battle it out. Tauren Chieftain would definitely win out in a fight right there, as the Wind Riders, well, gonna end up getting taken out by a flying machine. Staff. Oh, no. Oh, it was level 2 Water Elementals, level 3 Brilliance Aura, and Mass Teleport. All right, I was surprised. I thought it was level 3 Water Elementals into level 3 Brilliance Aura. That was not the case. Mass Teleport is, in fact, on the table. Alright, Scout Farm being built in the front location here. We're looking at multiple, well, mining going to be happening only at one base on either side right now. We are at Stronghold going up against Keep. No tier 3 for either side. We do have the Blacksmith ready, but 2-1 upgrades for the Orc. And, well, Archmage now going to go ahead and heal back up at this Fountain of Health. No priests. That is a problem. Can Shadowhunter heal undead units in 2v2? Yes, they can. Yeah. The only heals that don't work are Holy Light and Paladin for an undead human type. You know what? If you're wondering how a Shadowhunter can heal undead units in WarCraft 3, think about this. How can Nami heal Brand in League of Legends? Anyways, coming back around here. If you play League of Legends. It's been many years. Anyways, Archmage, Spellbreakers, Mountain King back out onto the field once more. Mortar team is in position. Priest and Sorceresses are here, ready to be on the move. We can see Spirit Wolf getting controlled, and will be doing a bit of scouting. Coming back around, there goes another control on the Spirit Wolf, and now invisible for good measure. We're going to be looking at them perhaps making their way down, trying to get some damage onto this Orc Burrow. Archmage already shows up to the party, a mass teleport to an invisible priest, and that mortar team may be able to finish things off here in just a moment. Mountain King should have perhaps just gotten a thunderclap here to try and finish off many of those units, as we now look at the Tauren Chieftain trying to dive its way in. Stormbolt, nope, no Stormbolt needed. Tauren Chieftain bringing gifts of stun, as the Raider not going to be able to get the ensnare off. All right, hit and run tactic. Spirit Wolf back on the other side here. Mountain King is invisible off to the side, as the Spirit Wolf does get purged down. And, well, that was a surprise lying in wait, ready to go. Archmage, is it going to try and back up here? Are we going to see? There is that thunderclap once more. Mortar teams are still getting engaged again, as the Mountain King is in that frontline spot. This is only a level 4 Mountain King, but still dealing terrible, massive damage. Stomp coming back in. There's the thunderclap again. Level 7 nearly on that Tauren Chieftain. Is the Tauren Chieftain going to be able to carry this team, as the Mountain King trying to get as much... are we going to see another mass teleport? However, the Raiders are still right there, even if the Tauren Chieftain can't get in the damage. Mortar team's going to be able to start lobbing. 66 compared to 54 damage. There's the mass teleport again. There goes the ensnare. The ensnare stopping the mass teleport. Archmage getting in a Scroll of Town portal. A Stormbolt onto the Raider, as all the units are backing off once more. All right, a tactical retreat right there, not because he was losing the battle, but the tides in the battle were changing, and that retreat right there, absolutely key and critical. Is there a way to get out of here? The Sorceress perhaps blocking the way. Nope, going to go ahead and mass teleport back out. Where are they going next? Teleporting back to the center. Watchtower quickly going to get destroyed, as mass teleport really living up to its name and its power level, being able to move across the field with, well, with ease. All right, level 3 now on that Mountain King. If level 2 Thunderclap wasn't destroying the Orc army before, it is going to be level 3 now. Yeah, Concealed Hill, my favorite map in the current map pool. And that's saying something. I don't think I've had a favorite map ever to watch professional players play, but the strategies, the types of games, the variety that we see on Concealed Hill is absolutely amazing. Militia now joining in. We're taking a look. There goes another major thunderclap across multiple units, but you got to be careful. You don't actually want to kill that Tauren Chieftain. Killing a Tauren Chieftain is hazardous to your health, as peasants getting taken down as well. 50 supply compared to 51. It looks like focus is starting to turn the tide here, as we are looking at a level 5 Farseer coming across as well. Mountain King trying to focus down the other side of the army as well. Archmage could be in trouble. Is it going to have a way out? All right, Chain Lightning bouncing around. Can you stop that Tauren Chieftain long enough without really killing it? There it goes. And, well, the Tauren Chieftain is down to 10 hit points, and it is still staying alive. Mountain King may accidentally deal damage here, as the Archmage trying to retreat away once more. All right, level 6 hit point Tauren Chieftain still continuing the fight. Mountain King, is it going to Stormbolt that Farseer? Farseer down to 296 hit points. Where is the Stormbolt? Why isn't there a Stormbolt? There goes the Stormbolt finally, as the Spellbreaker is going to finish off a level 5. And Farseer there. Both sides still fighting their way. Super low hit point Tauren Chieftain absolutely getting completely ignored. Mountain King could get taken down to 76 hit points. Going to try and run away. Is it going to get healed? It is going to get healed. Spellbreaker is going after the Kodo Beast on the other side. And this Tauren Chieftain says, what are you going to do to me? Spellbreaker is trying to finish off the Kodo Beast here. 1 or 2 more shots should be enough. Needs, what, 3 more shots? 2 more shots, or... 2 more shots, 1 or now 2 more shots. Come on, what is with this random number generation? Kodo Beast trying to get away. Oh, it is also healing as well as the there. And is it going to get the final shot off? No, it doesn't. It was mid-throw, as that Kodo Beast ends up surviving. All right, Peon trying to retreat back. There is a sentry ward right there. Mountain King needs to get healed up. 39 supply compared to 35. Tauren Chieftain, you attack him just so that, well, he doesn't get any more regeneration. And what is going to go down here? Spellbreaker's trying to back away. And are we going to perhaps see a potential surround, trying to move all of these units around pretty much everywhere? Kodo Beast, or are we going to see a Stormbolt onto this Kodo Beast? Kodo Beast is just sitting there healing off to the side, slowly digesting, as the Tauren Chieftain says, what are you going to do to me? There's not much you really can do. Getting in a little bit of damage. Finally, that Tauren Chieftain is away from all of the action. Archmage, no experience really given. Mountain King now retreating back, and the Tauren Chieftain says, thank you very much. Tauren Chieftain back in on the action. 1,300 hit points. 375 mana, 44 supply compared to 39. Mining is underway. There is nothing in the center expansion as the grunts are making their way back out. 5 minutes of mining left, versus 6 minutes of mining. Will have a little bit more gold than his opponent. Tauren Chieftain, well, flying machines keeping track of all, or keep getting sight on all of these sentry wards. Invisible water elementals all across over here as well. Tauren Chieftain lining things up as we're looking at the Orc Burrow, perhaps going to try and take down a couple of peasants. Mountain King sitting at level 5, very close to level 6, as we're going to be looking at them engaging here, are getting in a little bit of slow. Mountain King is going to be able to get into position, and Spellbreakers. Tauren Chieftain going to go ahead and stomp in, get in some damage onto a couple of those priests. A major stomp coming back the other side, or could we see a Stormbolt, Chain Lightning bouncing around on all of those casters? Mountain King could try to get in another Thunderclap right there. Does get another 4 units once more as a Stomp comes in across more of the units off to the north. Tauren Chieftain, Chain Lightning bouncing around still. Mountain King getting another Thunderclap there. Level 6 now. Farseer falls. Level 7 on the Archmage, and that may be enough. Tauren Chieftain, can it carry the fight all on its own? Mountain King does not have a potion of mana. Sorceresses and priests are trying to pull back away, and well, this sorceress slow having a profound impact on the game as the Mountain King going to try and finish off a couple of handful of grunts again. All right, come on, 1 or 2 grunts. Take down the grunts right there. There goes another grunt as the Mountain King, well, doesn't even need to finish off the Tauren Chieftain. Orc loses, Focus loses in a crazy back and forth match. Well, Focus actually having the higher hero score, but the unit score of Tho and the utility of Mass Teleport giving him the victory. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.